Hey guys, Dog's Weight Loss Critic Reviews here, coming at you with another critic review of the next installment of the Star Wars franchise as the 40 years late, getting on the Star Wars bandwagon playlist here. So I just finished watching the third one, which was Return of the Jedi. I must say, first off the bat, there's probably going to be spoilers in all of these Star Wars 40 years late reviews because I'm talking about my opinions in my review of it, being the first time I've ever seen it. In the year 2019, I know they came out a long time ago. So, anyways, that's just a little heads up there. If I say something that ruins something for you, there's your warning. So I just finished watching The Return of the Jedi, and it's probably the best one so far. It's the third one I've watched, right? I'm watching them in release date order, as I've been told by most people is the best way to watch them. So that's how I'm watching them. I took some notes this time instead of just trying to pull things out of my butt. So the first thing I've really been noticing in these videos and these movies is the really starkly similar characteristics or similarities between the Star Wars main characters and the Harry Potter main characters, and probably some Lord of the Rings in there too, but I'm not as familiar with them. I'm a Potterhead, so that I definitely picked up on. So my analogies I wrote down, it's like the Emperor is to Vader, Darth Vader, as Voldemort is to Snape. So again, if you've never seen any of the Harry Potter movies, or you've never seen this Star Wars movie, spoiler right now. So in the end, obviously, Darth Vader turns good, and you start to see his true goodness. Same thing with Snape, right? I mean, he's protecting Harry, which in Star Wars the equivalent would be, what's his name? Luke. Sorry. So Luke is Harry, Voldemort is the Emperor, and Darth Vader is Snape. Those were my connections there to Harry Potter. Very similar character attributes in terms of who they are to each other and why they act the way they do. Anyway, so I don't know if the authors of the books, the series, took some creative license in, obviously everything ever made, especially in entertainment, has been influenced by something or someone. So I just think that's interesting how similar those relationships and characters are. Alright, I will say this one had a lot more sci-fi-ish creatures in it. A lot. And the one that I thought was the most ridiculous was at Jabba the Hutt's kingdom, or whatever, palace. There's weird looking, like, the hungry hippos. That's what it reminded me of. Those kind of soldiers. They look very cartoonish, and I thought that was kind of like, they could have done a better job of that. But again, CGI, I'm, I guess, a little jaded because I've seen a lot of really good recent developments in the CGI department and videos and movies and stuff like that. Anyway, so I thought that was a little kindergarten-ish style looking. And this, I didn't realize before watching this movie that Jabba the Hutt wasn't a good guy. I thought he was on the good side, but apparently he's a jerk and a con man and not nice. So, boo Jabba. I thought he was a good guy. I thought he was on the right team. I did notice too, like, all the planets they go to and stuff are very Earth-like, and they have flora and fauna that are very Earth-like, and I thought that was kind of strange that they missed a lot of opportunities there to really just create a whole new world, and it looks like Earth. So I thought that was kind of like, whatever. The chase scenes, especially the one when they're on those motorcycle vehicles in the forest, when it's Luke and Leia and the stormtroopers, and I don't think they got to the Wookiees yet. That was before, not Wookiees, Ewoks. That was right before the Ewoks were introduced. Anyways, the chase scene, that one especially, has gotten a lot better. The green screens in the background are a lot more realistic instead of just, you can tell they're on a set and moving this way and that way. It's like, oh, everybody go left, you know, that kind of thing. It's a lot better in that sense. And also the fire, like what do you call that? Like the fire when things blow up and they on set and they're able to recreate that kind of explosion kind of thing. That was a lot better too, for the most part. I mean, you still have some not so great, but for the most part, it is getting better, so that's nice. And the Ewoks. Always got Ewoks in. What's the other one? What Chewbacca is? Whatever that thing. I always got them confused, and I always called one the other, and the other whatever. So Ewoks are adorable in a very psycho way. I guess I didn't realize they were that crazy, I guess, just kind of psycho creatures, but they're super cute. They're kind of like a mix between a Furby and a teddy bear. Super cute. I get it now. I get all the hype behind the Ewoks. Chewbacca. I don't understand him. Like, what's his purpose? Why do they keep bringing him along? He does nothing. He sits there and complains. I mean, I'm thinking he's complaining all the time, like, oh, I don't want to know. And, like, what's the point? What is his purpose with the game here? I mean, I don't know. Anyways, looking at my notes here. So, that's kind of all I had there. Obviously, there are more movies, but it seemed like a very final chapter. Like, it felt final. So, they were having all this, like, celebration at the end and everything, because they defeated the second Death Star, and everybody was happy and they were celebrating, and so I don't really, I'm confused. I'm interested, I guess, to see what the next ones are. As far as I remember, I'm not looking at it right now, but as far as I remember, I think there's a spin-off in between 4, 5, and 6, which I just watched, and then it's 1, 2, and 3, so it goes back in time. So I guess maybe that is the end of the story, and now we're filling in the gaps beforehand. I don't know. So overall, do I recommend this one? I think this one is probably the best one. I don't know. 2 was pretty good. The second one was pretty good, which was, I forgot the term. No, I don't remember what the second one is called. Sorry, what was it called? The Empire Strikes Back, maybe. That one. Anyways, that one was pretty good. The first one, again, will I watch these again? Probably not. But I'm glad I'm getting familiar with the story and the characters and all that kind of stuff. I never knew that Darth Vader turned good in the end. I didn't. I thought he was just evil all the way through and forever. So that's something I did not know. I know a lot of things just because pop culture kind of thing, but that I did not know, so that's kind of cool. Same thing about Jabba the Hutt. Didn't know about that. Chewbacca, I don't understand his purpose. I don't get his contribution to the whole group. Anyways, that's my opinion. This has been my review. 40 years late. Well, at this point, about 35, but still. Hang around. Check out the next one. It's coming up as soon as I watch the next installment, and I'll let you know my opinion on that too. Bye, guys.